Hi everyone, and welcome to this video, some Frontier video. My name is Jay Wakefield, and well, a package has just turned up for me. I'm not too sure what it is, because there's a couple of things that I'm expecting. Around about before Christmas, my mother gave me some Christmas money, and she said, go and buy yourself something nice with it. Go and buy yourself something to do with your computers. So I did that. And I wonder if this is going to be it, or if this is going to be something that I've been waiting for since the middle of November. So let's, without further ado, I think what we're going to do is open it. Now, as ever, if you're messing around with knives, don't mess around with knives. Get a responsible adult to help you. And don't attempt to do anything with knives if you're drunk. Some people might advise that I should say don't even get drunk, but if I did that, then that would be me being a wee bit, well, I've forgotten what the word is. Hypocritical, that's hypocritical. Okay, there we go. And this just opens up. And then there's more. I'm so exciting. Oh yes, this is the thing. It is a Nintendo Entertainment System. So let's see if I can get it out this box. So this was one of the most respected third generation consoles. A lot of people didn't seem to necessarily know too much about its competitor, the Sega Master System. Now, unfortunately, the box isn't. The box is in terrible condition. But hey, at least it still has a box. My Super Nintendo didn't. So let's see if I can find out how to get in it. Or if I'm going to have to go back to using the knife. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to... Okay, so it's quite funny, while everyone else is concentrating on their Nintendo, their Wii U, I've decided to go for one of Nintendo's other games consoles, and I think I'll have much more fun with it. The seller has packaged it very well. So first off, pull it out. I do believe this is a power supply, which is one more power supply than came with my Atari 2600. And here is the very famous NES control pad. And it's... by pressing the buttons, I can tell it's, well, the buttons seem to be in good condition. Whether they all actually fire is another story. But there's another one. It's kind of nice. They gave me two. Probably best not to put it in that oven tray. Right. white plugs. You remember when everything had these white plugs on them? Now everything's got black plugs. Right. And here's the RF cable. I think I'm going to be using my, I bought a SCART cable for this. I'm going to be using that. And, okay, there's nothing else. Apart from, please excuse this. Just gonna, here we have the console itself. Now, I've never seen one of these in real life. It's quite thick, but wow, it's actually quite small. It's not very long, not very wide. It's just really quite tall. You've got the control parts here, power and reset buttons on the front, and then the cartridge goes in to this wee tray here. Now, I'm informed by my friend Matthew H16 that, or is it Matthew H12, I keep forgetting. I'm informed that the console, the cartridge slot, the contacts that go into it, is quite often the bit that will fail. So he informed me, he told me that I should get another one. So that's what I've done. Now, unlike the Master System, this console will actually connect you to phono. Now, whereas most will go for white and yellow, this seems to go for red and yellow, so probably comes out the other channel. It's quite odd, but never mind. And it says Nintendo Entertainment System, NES version. Was there any other version? I really don't know. So here it is, the NES. So I guess all that really remains for me to do is to plug this baby in and see what happens. Obviously, I will not be able to use Duck Hunt on it. A, because I don't have a light gun, and B, even if I did, I don't have the appropriate screenage. So that's not the best thing in the world. But I can play Super Mario Brothers. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Okay, the Idiot's NES now working. I didn't realise that on these things you've actually got to put the cartridge down. Otherwise you'll end up with it flashing like mine was, and I tried. I thought it was something to do with the tuning. I ended up with this. I tried tuning it in using the RF from the Atari 2600, but nothing worked. I thought the NES was buggered. And then I looked on the internet. So I realised that the red light was flashing. I didn't know whether that was normal. I've never owned one of these. Turns out it wasn't. So, for all you NES virgins out there, what you need to do is gently put the cartridge in, push it in all the way to the back, and then gently press it down, and then it will tap into place. And what you do, you close the door, switch it on, and then you're rewarded with it working. So, yeah. Right, okay, so let's have a go. Bearing in mind, I'll not be able to play one-handed, but never mind. I don't know why it's playing faster than it should. at least it's the correct colour. I've tried a NES emulator before and the results were awful. Colours are very bright on here. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nintendo's first foray into the desktop console market. I mean, of course, Nintendo didn't just make this for the home. Of course, we had several of the... I'm not too sure how to... The LCD kind of portable games that you could get, you know, maybe... Of course, you could get a lot of the you could get, oh my goodness, there was a lot of portable games that they did, and then they made this, and then of course they made the Game Boy. And then Super Mario Brothers actually came out for the Game Boy Color. And that was the first time I ever played this game. Oh, well done, Jay. Now you have a smaller Mario. But at least you can fit under there, huh? It is not always the size of your Mario, it is about how you use it, huh? I fancy pizza. I really want pizza now. Well, that's a regular postie, so I'm going to sign this video off, and whoops. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you see, please. Nothing exciting. If you did like the video, please, and you want to see more, please subscribe. And instructions on how to do so will of course follow. Now if you don't mind, I'm going to enjoy some of my Christmas present now. Well, the last couple of thoughts about this console. First of all, when you go in the dark levels, you'll realise that the colours tend to shift, the enemy sprites tend to change colour. And I think that's because there's not necessarily I don't necessarily think that the NES has many colours that it can use at the one time, so things kind of have to change colour. Kind of adds to the retro charm of the console. And also, I must admit, I do like how they've added a reset button, something that Sega wouldn't do for quite some time. It basically makes it easier to restart games. To be honest, I don't see that it does consoles much good to kind of be constantly flipping it on and off like so. You know, I think they don't necessarily like it that much. So it was kind of nice of Nintendo to add a reset button. It made it a lot easier to be able to restart the game. Now, that's me really away. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope that you will tune in and see my next videos. Thank you very much.